Welcome to Bob's Vape Reviews here in Manila, Philippines. I'd like to thank everyone for watching and my new subscribers. Thank you very much. All the items in this review were bought by me for doing a said review. And today we have a nice mod just released from one of the old Filipino makers here. Name is the Boss Mods, TBM. I'm sure the old timers, you guys know who I'm speaking of. One of their claim to fame was the Vertex Atty. I had one of them, I loved it. The Vertex 2 was very good with the flavor ring. And here today we have one of their new mods and an atomizer. And first we're going to get into the mod. Okay, and this new mod is called the Armament. And it comes in this beautiful little bag. This is how you receive it. Not much else. Nice. Open it up. Well, we have mod. Nothing else in the bag. No COA. You guys know how I love my COAs. No COA. Let's unwrap it. That's the nice thing to have is the COA, especially when it comes to these beautiful mods from the Philippines. What we have here is a hybrid. It's a little dirty. A little bit. Let me see if I can get a better close-up of it. Working with a new camera, so we have a serial number on the firing button. The firing button is made out of brass. There's a good little spring to it. We'll take it apart and check it out. Well, that's different. A little dirty, but not bad. Looks like it has a solid brass here. There's solid copper contact, which is adjustable. That's different. Never seen that before. There's a design that is acid etched on brass. Delrin body. And right now at this moment, I believe there's only white and black Delrin available. I believe resin may be in the future, or slab wood might be in the future. We shall see. It is a nice looking mod. It's very small, 18650. You can buy a booster for it, so you can make it series. This is nice. Very small. Not too bad. Feels good in the hand. Has good hand feel. The best way to contact the TBM guys are on Facebook. So I'd like to give a shout out to Boss Ivan and my man. You go to their Facebook page, contact them. They are very quick to reply and will help you with anything that you need. So, shout out to them for sending me this mod and atomizer. So, back to the mod. Let's take some measurements. Let me take these gloves off. Okay. Let me get the mics out. Height-wise. Now, I'm not going to include the contact on the bottom. Coming in at 78 millimeters. Width-wise, comes at 28 millimeters. Deck is 23, so you're looking at a 22 millimeter atomizer on here. Let's try a width here. The widest part is right here, and that's 41. Okay, she's lightweight, so but let's take a weight on her without a battery. Pardon me, hold on a second. Let me power her up. Oh, I think low batteries on her. Without battery, she's coming in. This has to be adjusted. It's not sitting flat. There we go. 164.47. It's light. Very light mod. It is a hybrid, so you want to make sure that you put your atomizer on first. Well, let's take her apart. Let's see what makes her tick, guys. Alright, let me find my tool. I'll let you look at it. Okay, make sure you have the right bit for this. I hope this is the right one. Yes, make sure you have the right size bit for this. Let me take a look. Let me take the battery cap off first. Take a look at that. A little dirty. Contacts could have been cleaned up before she was sent out. But we'll take care of that after the video. That is a unique design. Having this, I would probably silver plate that copper. I would probably silver plate that if it was me. The mod itself, inside, solid brass, looks good, nice and clean inside. Threading is good, a little dirty I see. Yeah. Okay, let's try taking her apart. Now make sure you have the right tool for the right job, you guys, and take your time taking these screws out. And as I can feel, the machining is beautiful. These are very small screws, so be very careful. Make sure you're working over an area in which you'll be able to catch these screws if they do fall, because if these screws fall, forget about it. You know, they're going to roll away and hide. Be very gentle with these. These are small screws, small threading. Okay. Let me see here. Oh, I guess the tube falls down. There we go. Well, that's really some of the simplest tear down I've seen. Let's take a look at the body. The body itself looks well machined. Nothing in there. Not bad at all. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, here's the firing pin. There's your contact. Looks like a big piece of Delrin here. Solid brass. Once again, you have a piece of Delrin up at the top to protect from the battery. That is nice. Oh, I like the design. Very nice. Very nice. Big hunk of brass, machined well. They're going with this type of firing mechanism, which is nice. It could be taken apart right here to be cleaned, which you will have to do, being fully mechanical. You will have to take down your mods once in a while to clean them. So keep that in mind. This is nice. One of my go-to items when I go to maintain my mods is a brass brush. I know you guys are probably tired of me talking about this. Brass brush works very nice. You could pick these up at 99 Peso Store, Japan Home Store, Ace Hardware, MC Home Depot. You pick them up. You want a brass one, nice soft bristles. It won't mess up your brass hardware. What you want to do is go through across these threads like this, just like this, to get any boogers out of there or dried juice, anything that will corrupt the connection between the battery cap and the mod. That's a lot of times the mod getting hot or having issues firing. It's got to do with grounding. So you just want to go around and clean out all your threads like so. You could do the same on the mod itself. You put the brush in and clean out those threads, get any of them boogers out of there, or wax compound. If you're polishing your mods, you'll definitely have to do this afterwards to get any kind of dried up wax compound out of there. Polishing compound, excuse me, not wax. We're not doing a car. Now, let's try putting her back together. I'm going to assume the firing button needs to go in first. So, let's put her in first. Cooperate with me. It's not, there we go. And there's really only one way this firing button is going to go, and that's like that. See? Just like so. Then this cap is going to go. I'm going to assume the flat part. You'll notice there's a flat part right there. That goes down and up. Whoop! Gone too far. Let me redo that. Alright, like that. And this must go in like so. Just like so. See? Slides right in there. Nice. Simple dimple. You're going to want to line up them holes. See that hole right there is lining up, but this one is not. You're going to have to turn the cap until you get that hole. Find that hole. Just like so. This is going to be tricky. You're going to put your screw in and gently put your bit in. Go backwards, then forward to make sure you've got the threading. Then go back again if it's not feeling right. Okay? Don't force it. Go very slowly. Like I said, back off and then start over again to make sure that you're in there. So you put your bit in. Okay? You're going to tighten. Go back and then tighten. Just like so. And she'll fall into place. Do not force it. Take your time. This is not there's no fire, no emergency. You don't want to booger up these screws, and it's going to be easy to do because these are very small screws. So once again, take your bit, go in the hole, go backwards. You'll feel it click down, and then go forward. Take your time. Don't go crazy. Back off. If you don't, as it feels tight, back off until you feel it go in, and then forward. Okay? Tighten it down a little. Snug it down. Don't go crazy. Just snug it down. That's it. Just snug them down. Just like so. Snug. That's it. Nice. Very nice. Okay? Let's put this to the side. Let's go to the atomizer. You'll receive it in this pouch. This is the Vertex Jr 22. Inside the pouch, number 65. Now, these were just released. They come in stainless, brass, or like we have here, black. Hello, come on. There we go. Oh boy, she's nice, shorty, very low profile. It's got the 810 drip tip. Very nice. Engraved in the bottom, JR V2065. We got a copper 510 adjustable. Being a hybrid mod, anytime you're gonna use a atomizer, make sure your 510 pin is adjustable and is sticking out like so. See, nice. Very low profile, big 510, 810 wide bore on top. So we'll also come with some parts. What do we got? We have a 510 cover cap. We have a squonk pin. We have a couple spare screws and an O-ring. Let's take this apart. Let's take, oh, nice. Okay. We have an Ultim block. So you could do one coil, single coil setup, which I'm going to use. It looks nice. Machining looks nice. Very well done. Low profile, 22 mil. Very nice. Let's see here. Boy, she's in there tight, which is a good thing. You know what? I'm not going to mess with it because I'm going to have to, because I'm going to have to do a build. There we go. Pops out. Takes a little work. I'm not going to use a squonk pin. I'm going to set it up as is for this build. I'm not going to bore you guys with my build, so I will stop and then pick back up after I do a build on this. Okay, guys? Be right back. Hold on. Alright, welcome back. I did a little bit of build. I did a A1 Clapton coil in here. The Ultim block does have a flat portion to it, so when you reassemble it, make sure the flat part is down towards the deck so it fits properly. The upper portion is rounded to go along with the top, which is a little bit domed, which means good flavor. Okay, so that's what I came up with. Let me put a little juice on her before I put the cap on. I'm using cutwood. I like that juice. Okay, just a little bit there. Don't want to oversaturate it. It'll soak up a lot. Give it a second there. Now let's talk about batteries. Make sure you're using good batteries. This is fully mechanical mod. Make sure you have a pair of batteries with very good wraps. Know your Ohm's law. This one's ohming out at about 0.38, 0.39. With this type of fully mechanical hybrid, you're going to want to put the atomizer on first. Now what I would recommend normally, I couldn't find it now because I'm trying to do this video, is I would put an Ultim spacer down here or a Delrin spacer down here so it doesn't scratch up my deck. But for today, right this moment, we're not going to. I'm going to screw this on. Probably would help if I had the ring on, make it easier and less messy. Let me grab a tissue because that was a stupid idea that I just did. So learn from my mistake. Don't juice your atty up before you mount all the parts on her. Line up your airflow rings. Is there a top and a bottom to this? I don't think so. So I'm going to put my airflow ring on like so, which will help me spin it on. And I will put my top cap on like so. Alright. Like so. I don't have the cap all the way down. Give me a second here. I'm having a problem getting that gap out. There we go. It's a new atty. Whenever you have a new atty, the O-rings are all dry. It's going to take some time until everything seats properly. It gets a little bit of juice on it so it seats properly. There we go. Alright. Mount up the air hole with the coils. Make sure the air holes are in line with your coil, of course. She's tightened down. Your positive goes in and up first. Then your battery cap, like so. Now that's a little tricky. There's nothing really to grip the battery cap with. So you got to take your time and thread it on. Like so. Nothing really to grip that sucker with. Back off your adjustable threads here and tighten down this battery cap the rest of the way. It appears it's tightened down. Alright, now tighten down the copper ground like so. Just snug it down. Want to make sure she sits completely flat like that. I have no contact, which means we have to tighten this up. There we go. Snap, crackle, pop, she's come to life. Firing mechanism button is very, very responsive. And not too bad, it's a light touch. Nice. She hits very nice. Very flavorful atty. Now what I'll probably do is I'll probably adjust the 510 pin so she's not, the air holes are not facing my button, which is a bad idea because if this juice spits out, it will get into the firing mechanism here and make things sticky. So you really want it to be the air holes pointed out that way. So I'll adjust the 510 to do that. Let's try it again. Nice. Really nice. I love the looks of it with the low profile atty. That looks nice. Vertex. This is the Armament. And the Vertex Jr 22 atty. Alright. Pros. The size. The looks. The performance. Very easy to tear down. I'm very impressed on the tear down capability of this mod. It's very easy. You got to be careful with these screws, though. You got to take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Don't force it in, or you will be screwed. I like the being able to. Let me see. I like the teardown is really my favorite part of this, and the shape of the mod itself fits in your hand. It's very small. I mean, look at that. That is really sexy looking mod. Very. Cons. It was a little dirty when she arrived. A little bit of dirty. It could have been polished up a little bit better. I wish this was 21,700. I really do. I wish this was 21,700. No COA. A very beautiful mod like this and a well-known maker like TBM. You guys, come on. Should have a COA. I'm not a big fan of acid etching. I wish it was a real engraved body and not the acid etch. Depending on a body's pH, mine is okay, but some of my friends I know is very acidic pH, and when they ever use a copper mod or anything with etched in like this, it seems to wear away fast because of their sweat, their pH in their sweat. The AFC. I wish there was a choice for the AFC so I could make it more of one coil, because I have a little bit of air seepage with this one coil setup I have right now. Pros on the Addy: the price, the size, very sexy, the looks, also the performance. It is a sexy looking Addy. Very. The spare parts is a nice bonus. The squonk pin is a nice bonus. Price wise, the Addy is going to run you about $60 US. The mod is going to run you about $125 US in the US, outside of the Philippines. I think it's worth it. It's a well put together mod. Now, there was a delay on the release of this mod, all because of the COVID, and a lot of people got a big red ass because they demanded their mods immediately, and the machine shops here in the Philippines do not work like that. Everybody was delayed. Everyone has been delayed. So there was a delay for this to be released. I don't take it out on the maker. The maker is not in control of COVID or of the machine shops. It's not like each one of these makers have their own machine shops. They go to a machine shop. There's not that many machine shops in the Philippines. Okay? So it does take time for them to do this stuff. They're working on skeletal crews and time delay. That's it. Now it's released. Let's be happy. Let's be thankful. It's a very nice mod. I do recommend it. I like single battery mods. So remember your builds. Build accordingly. And make sure your batteries are good. So as far as the mod, I'd give it a 7.5. And the Addy, I'd give it an 8. Very happy with the Atomizer. Very nice Atomizer and a very nice mod. Once again, the Boss Mod, TBM. Thank you guys. Salamat. Salamat for watching. I hope you found this informative and helpful. And I look forward to the next review. You guys take care. Be safe. And see ya.